Yes, the humanization process, right? It's a very advanced conversation to have when talking about, systemic Gentile rule, right? The humanization process begins at birth, right? Um, it's on every level. It's mental, it's physical, it's psychological, emotional, right? Um, it goes against every natural order a demon is supposed to live by, right? Um, you know, eating 3 meals a day, right? Wearing so much cloth on your vessel, um, eating meat, um, you know, artificial processed foods, um, you know, an excessive amount of lustful pleasure, um, you know, being in house, you know, for majority of the day, um, you know, air conditioning, and, comfort, you know, eating with forks, knives, and brushing your teeth, and everyday customs that are normalized in the Gentile society. Right? Um, the humanization process goes back, maybe 2,000 years, maybe a little over 1,000 years, way before, the slave trade, period of chattel enslavement. Constantly, every single moment, every single day, every single second, every single minute, children, you know, of Neanderthal descent are being conditioned and indoctrinated to believe that they are human. Right? It's terrible. It has to stop. You know, it's part of the psychological chains that were placed on us over 100 years ago. Um, to help, keep us dormant, right, and crippled. Right, so we are not a threat to the human race, right? To um, the Mamado, the Indian. Right? The human world is the rat cage itself. Right? It must be destroyed, uh, along with the other mortals. The human specimen is very fragile. Right? It must live in a controlled environment to, have longevity as a species. Right? They cannot live or thrive on their own. They must feed on another group of people. Right? Cream of the crop. Right? The Neanderthal. Camondo. They can't live without us. A human is nothing. A human is nothing compared to a demon. There's no comparison. Even on our bad day, a crippled demon is still more dangerous than a full strength human. But the human is very cold, right, and non-empathetic. He can kill 1,000 of his own and not lose sleep at night. Right? Very greedy, very, deceitful and relentless. A win is a win to him. He don't play fair. A win is a win. You know, there's no level of honor, you know, in his, you know, his psychological makeup. Right? That's why we have to be, you know, non-sympathetic in the war. Right? We have to decolonize the mind and teach our children the importance of, you know, organic, natural life, right? And the importance of, you know, human death and bloodshed, right? You know, moving with a human is extremely important, right? The human, you know, is a cancer to the planet, you know, very parasitic. He can't even live on his own. You know, killing a human is one of, you know, one of the teachings our ancestors used to preach. You know. A human does nothing to benefit the planet. The human does nothing but consume and, you know, toxify and pollute. You know, the human brought air pollution. The human brought industrialization. The human brought, you know, processed GMO foods. The human brought disease. The human brought, you know, mind control, warfare tactics. You know, majority of the weapons humans use are cheap imitations of, you know, our grand ancestors. Right? But, you know, they know how to weaponize it against us.